Hey, General Hospital fans. Here's your refreshed and reworded weekly spoiler rundown for April 6th through April 10th, packed with drama, tension, and some serious twists you won't want to miss. We kick things off on Monday, April 6th, with Danny and Charlotte spending some time together at the gym. Danny is still struggling emotionally after Jason was taken by the WSB, and Charlotte does her best to comfort him. She already tried to help by taking him to Valentin. But since Valentin's options are limited, it's unclear if they'll revisit that route again. Elsewhere, Portia receives a request from Stella that could tie into the complicated situation surrounding her and Curtis's child. Not long after, Isaiah questions Portia, wondering if she's truly okay with everything that's happening. The tension here continues to build, especially since Portia clearly isn't thrilled about Jordan potentially being involved in raising her child. Meanwhile, Willow is feeling the pressure. After overhearing Kai and Trina, she's figured out that they may know she was responsible for shooting Drew. Concerned about what they might do next, Willow turns to Chase, possibly hoping he can use his connections to find out if the truth has reached the PCPD. Brooke Lynn brings some hopeful news to Chase. They're about to find out if they'll be approved as foster parents for baby Phoebe. It's a big moment, and everything hinges on whether past issues, including Willow's harsh comments, come back to haunt them. At the same time, Nina starts digging into a situation that could connect back to Michael and something Jack Brennan hinted at earlier. Michael himself is uneasy after a recent encounter and confides that something just doesn't feel right, possibly tied to Drew or information Nina has uncovered. Sonny, on the other hand, issues a warning, likely aimed at Sidwell. With tensions rising after Marco's death, Sidwell confronts Sonny, accusing him of escaping consequences for far too long. The irony is hard to miss, given Sidwell's own history. Jordan later confirms that Sidwell is out for revenge, making it clear that danger is looming. Tuesday, April 7th, brings more complications. Lucy catches up with Brooke Lynn, and their conversation could touch on everything from deception drama to personal struggles. Brooke Lynn may even be considering stepping back from work if she and Chase are approved to care for Phoebe. Our Britt is left stunned when she's handed a harsh ultimatum, possibly from someone like Ross Cullum, forcing her to choose between completing a critical project or losing access to necessary medication. Her situation is becoming increasingly desperate. Dante starts asking tough questions, possibly after noticing something suspicious about Rocco's injury. What seemed like a simple explanation may not hold up under scrutiny. Lulu, meanwhile, grows increasingly worried, whether it's about Rocco, Dante's investigation, or something else entirely. A date takes a turn for the worse, though it's unclear which couple is involved. There are several possibilities, and none of them look promising. By Wednesday, April 8th, Carly jumps into action, possibly scrambling to cover for Valentin if he's in trouble. Britt also receives a warning from her brother, who may caution her about Sidwell's intentions, especially regarding the compromised project she's tied to. Sidwell opens up to Ava, potentially sharing his suspicions about Sonny, while Gio offers an apology to someone. Isaiah steps in as well, promising to keep a secret, most likely for Portia, though it could involve someone else at the hospital. Thursday, April 9th, keeps the tension high. Carly remains on edge, possibly due to Jack Brennan or her ongoing efforts to protect Valentin. She's also growing concerned about Sonny getting too close to Rick and the fallout that could come from pushing Sidwell too far. Gio expresses appreciation toward Emma, and their connection continues to develop. Christina reflects on her past during a heartfelt conversation. Cheers while Curtis is left shaken, possibly worried about Jordan's safety or something unfolding with Portia. Jack Brennan reveals new information, which could have serious implications. While it may not be enough to convict Willow due to legal protections, it could still impact a custody battle and give Michael an advantage. Finally, on Friday, April 10th, Cody steps up as a caring presence for Molly after her surgery, and their bond continues to grow stronger. Laura goes looking for Curtis, possibly to discuss the escalating situation involving Sidwell. Sonny approaches Rick with a request, tying back into the larger conflicts surrounding Jason and Sidwell. Things get tense when someone unexpected walks in on Sonny and Rick. It could be Carly, Nina, or someone else entirely. Nina reaches her breaking point and may finally draw a line, potentially standing up to Brennan. Carly, meanwhile, fiercely defends herself when confronted. To wrap things up, Trina and Kai spend time with Curtis at Jordan's place, and Trina appears excited, possibly sharing some big personal news, like performing at Charlie's upcoming event. That's your full week of drama in Port Charles. Secrets unraveling, alliances shifting, and danger creeping closer from every angle.